we are honored to be having one of the people that I've known for quite some good time, and he goes by the name of Emmanuel Masambu. He is an ICT and a multimedia expert, and we are honored to have him. He serves as the media lead, the KLT media department lead, and together with a team of different young people, we serve together with them. And this day, today is going to be taking us through e-business and digital marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, I know the rest of the things he will be able to tell us more about himself, and we'll get to know him better. But let's put our hands together and welcome Emmanuel Masambu to share with us on e-business and digital marketing.
Thank you very much, Francis. It's such a good time for us to be here and interact. Of course, before I go any further, I pray that this session will be interactive. I'm not the all-knowing. I wouldn't just say that I'm this sole source of truth. What we are going to talk about is not really like something that is coming from some other planet. It's something that even some of us who are already on the call have an idea about. So I pray that we be interactive. It's going to be sort of sharing session. So thank you very much, Francis, for giving me this opportunity as the CEO team to be able to share with the saints of the Lord about this particular topic that we have. So my name, like Francis has said, I'm Emmanuel Masambu, and by the grace of God, I've been able to immerse a little knowledge about the things of IT and multimedia. So I take it as an honor that the team thought that I would be able to have a few insights to share in regards to this topic of e-business and digital marketing. So I want to also take this opportunity to thank each and everyone that has been able to join on the call and be able to listen in as we are going to be sharing. So the topic is e-business and digital marketing. I'm going to ask us by show of hands, how many of us run a business? Either it could be a small sized, could be a medium sized enterprise, or it could be a micro enterprise. Just by show of hand, you could just raise your hand as we go on. It could be a thumbs up, it could be thumbs down if you don't run any business. Okay, Kelly White runs a business. That's good. Joshua Joy runs a business. I want to know so that we know the ground, how we are going to start talking about these things. Thank you very much, Kelly White and Josh Joy. Okay, Johnson says no. But Johnson, I think I know you. You run a business of winning souls. So that's also a business for the kingdom of God. So anyway, so when we talk about business, we are looking at an activity, an activity you engage in that involves exchange. There should be an exchange whereby at the end of it all we have a profit. So, but today, our business is having an E behind it. It has an E behind it. It's not just now the word business, it's having a what? An E behind it. So we want to understand first. It's always good for us to always get to know the basics of some of these things, um, because there is nothing that beats the basics. You could be knowing everything, but also knowing a basic thing brings about a lot of um, a, a lot of understanding of a lot of things. So I could ask maybe for us, if you don't mind, if I could get just maybe one or two volunteers to let us know if they have an idea of what e-business is. Let me see in the chat. Do we have someone who wants to share? E-business. Is there anyone who has an idea what e-business is? All right. Okay. You could leave your message in the chat. You could leave your message in the chat. But conducting business online. Yes, conducting business online. Thank you, Agnes. Agnes says it's about conducting business online. Basically, it's business online and electronic. Okay, that's good. That's wonderful. Aggie says that, and Kelly White says that. It's about conducting business online. So, I trust that when we get done with this session, we shall have a clear understanding of what e-business and digital marketing means for MSMEs. Now, doing business while employing online or technological tools. Yes. I've seen this word and I've remembered something. I think it happened to me on Sunday. I was in front of a group of people and I asked how many of us run micro or small enterprises, and I only got like 3 people who raised their hands. And later on, I got feedback from the people. They're like, you say do micro or small. Some of us run big enterprises, but no, these are business technical terms. And the economy that we are in, most of the businesses are small enterprises that employ between, I think, 50 to 100 people that have a turnover of 10 to 100 million. And then the micro are those that employ between, I think I could just even say 1 to maybe 50 people. So we want to know what e-business and digital marketing means to these micro or small and medium enterprises as well. And then we are going to also be able to learn how to build an online presence using affordable tools, So when we talk about online presence, it comes in with a lot of things. And I think that's so much going to look at digital marketing. And also we are going to discover the practical ways to reach more customers digitally. And also we are going to be inspired to take one actionable step towards digital marketing or digital presence. So I know most of us are already doing these things, but like the way you read the Bible has been there for the last, I don't know how many years, but you read it and you realize, oh, I think this is another way of doing it. This is another way of doing it. So these are some of the things I think we are going to be able to take out of this session. And I trust that I'm also here. I'm also going to be learning from you as much as I can. For example, Naomi says using digital technology, especially the internet, to carry out business ideas and operations. See? So she was responding to the point of what is e-business. And also Joel turned to say, I think this is online business and using the available tools. So before we start, I have I think like a 5 minutes clip that I want to first play for us, and then shall be able to connect to another. Let me see how I can get it for us on the screen. I think this is the one. All right, I'm supposed to share with the sound. So let's listen in attentively, and then we see what some of these concepts are. This is a very short clip that has broken down this concept in the shortest time possible, and we're going to pick out some of the things that we are going to discuss about.
Everybody, and welcome to Tech in 5 Minutes. Today we are talking about e-commerce and e-business. Watch further to know more about the differences between the two commonly confused business terms. On our channel, we share thoughts on recent developments in the tech industry. Subscribe not to miss new videos. Let's start. Let's start with e-commerce. It is the process of selling and buying goods or services via the internet. E-commerce includes every element of a sale, such as product ordering, order payment, and delivery. Actually, there are 4 main types of e-commerce models that describe any transaction conducted between business and consumer. Among them are B2B, which stands for business to business model, and involves all kinds of electronic transaction processing services or products conducted between 2 businesses. B2C stands for business to consumer business model, and that means the products or services are sold directly between a seller and an individual consumer. C2C stands for consumer to consumer, and means a business model where consumers sell goods or personal services to other consumers using popular online market makers. C2B stands for consumer to business, and refers to a business model that facilitates the transactions between a consumer and a business organization. Can you think of examples of C2B projects? Share your thoughts in the comments section. So, what is e-business? It can be defined as the process of using different types of online work to conduct businesses. Let's review e-business models to figure things out. The primary e-business model covers 2 major categories as pure play and bricks and clicks. The pure play business model describes an e-commerce company that operates solely on the internet. The bricks and clicks model is also called click and mortar. It is a business model that focuses on the online-offline integration between e-commerce and a physical retail store. Click and mortar companies leverage their physical and virtual presence in business, thereby staying afloat in both markets. Watch further. We'll now review the key differences between e-commerce and e-business. Firstly, e-business implies using information technologies to support business processes. In contrast, e-commerce is a part of e-business that describes transactions conducted via the internet. Secondly, e-commerce uses ICT, information and communications technology, to enable the digital relationships between suppliers and their customers. On the other hand, e-business applies ICT to increase the speed and economic efficiency of business processes. Actually, we have a guide on how blockchain technology can be used in e-commerce. Find the link in the description box. Our third point is the following. If an e-business supplements brick and mortar presence with an online store, it can be referred to as e-commerce. The next difference is that e-commerce requires an online shopping website to offer products and services for sale. E-business needs to successfully integrate online transaction processing, CRM, internet marketing, electronic data interchange, and other powerful tools for business to run effectively. And finally, e-commerce uses the internet to create operational efficiencies, whereas e-business uses the internet, intranet, and extranet. We have come to the end of our definitive guide, and we hope it has given you some insights into the e-commerce industry. So, what do you think?
So what do you think? I think these are two terms that we usually mix them, but I don't know if the clip has kind of like summarized them for us in that shortest time possible. But we can go back and keep breaking one at a time and get to understand. So I don't know if we had ever heard of the word e-commerce. I think we do. And I think is one thing that we have been saying that it's entirely what it is as e-business, but e-business is more than selling online. Like even you've seen in this in the clip that that we have just watched, it's more than selling on the online. It uses internet, intranet, and extranet. It uses digital tools to run and grow your business. So imagine, let's look at it like this. You're having a what? Let me take an example. You have a clothing business. You have a shop. I think let me say around Boyogerere. You have a shop there, Boyogerere town, and you have your shop. You've set up your shop, but now that one we do call it. If I may just go to the next. I think let me be on that slide. We do call that as the traditional business, whereby you have your shop set up, you have your store is already set up. Then one day you wake up and meet me, and I start telling you, you know what, you can be able to sell to people in let's say in Kenya. Then you'll be like, you know, selling to people in Kenya, I need to put in a lot of logistics. I need to have another shop set up in Kenya. I need to have staff set up in Kenya. I need to have all those things that are entailed in business. For you to start up another shop or another business in another location, you will have to do that traditionally. Then I will tell you, no, you need to do e-business. Now, e-business is when you translate and you do things like CRM. You can do them from Kampala. You have a software that is already set up in Kampala that is managing your customer relations. You have an ERP already set up in Kampala that is managing online. Maybe you have delivery companies that deliver your products in Kenya, so you manage them. So ideally now you translate that business that you are having in Kampala into selling to Kenya, but you're doing it through digital tools. Like I've just mentioned some of them, the customer relations tools. You're able to handle your customers in Kenya, but you're seated here in Kampala. You're ideally using internet to just to do that. Then there's that one which is talking about intranet, is using the internal network of the business to be able to handle that. And of course, even extranet is talking about the external. So here you're going to be using those digital tools that are available to be able to expand your business horizon, to be able to extend your business to other horizons at a very, very, very cheap cost, because now you're not going to have to hire another shop. Amazon doesn't have a shop here in Uganda that it brings its products here, but I know most of us who are already here online, you go on their e-commerce or their website, and you're able to transact, you're able to order a product, you're able to put in your Visa card details, or your, nowadays even mobile money has come, and we're able to do what? To have a virtual or credit card on mobile money, and you put that, Amazon deducts money, Amazon packs the things in the US, puts them on DHL. You see how the process is working? It's in the US, but it's handling you, the customer, in Uganda. So it's doing that e-business like that. So in a nutshell, e-commerce is a component of e-business, ideally where you establish online tools and you're able to use it to transact. For example, Amazon website, when you go to Amazon website and you log in, you're now on their e-commerce. Then when you start doing the transaction and doing everything, the e-business processes kick in. So I don't know if that makes much more sense, that e-commerce is a component of e-business. So you'll need, when you decide to go electronically in your business, e-commerce will not miss out. You'll have to engage that gear as well, whereby you'll be able to start doing those things. So of course, we shall be able to sell the products online, use the online transactions like I've mentioned. You put in your electronic card or your Visa card details, and money is deducted electronically. You now not go to Amazon's shop and put there your money to be able to they give you a hard copy receipt and then you match out with your goods. No, this time around, you just log in, put in your details, put in your card details, and then your mobile money. Let's take an example also of Jumia. Jumia doesn't have a physical shop, by the way, but they run an e-commerce. But the Jumia, the parent company, runs the e-business. So the Jumia that we see here in Uganda is an e-commerce. Now the Jumia that is in Germany is doing an e-business with a component of e-commerce in Uganda. I don't know if I'm confusing us, but what we see in Uganda of Jumia, it's e-commerce. It's ideally just a website that they use to do transactions. But the e-business that they are running is in German, where they sit and they do those electronic business. They handle all those things through their systems. So you have to also, when you're going through e-business, you'll do promoting of services online, where you go ahead and do communication as well with your clients via email. I don't know how many of us have been able to do what we call tickets, where you go and start maybe buying a good on Jumia, and then you reach somewhere, you get stuck, you get issues, you start to engage Jumia. Then you tell them, I bought this thing, but you see you've taken like 28 days, you've not delivered it. You're engaging e-business with Jumia. They are doing a communication with you as a client, probably via their sophisticated systems and some customer relations management system that they have built on their e-commerce. So traditionally, we have physical shops where you have your shop here in Kampala. You sell your things, customers march in, give you money, you give them their products. But when you go digitally, you now kick in the online or the internet part of the business, where you have virtual customers. For you, when you go on Jumia and you start buying, you're not a physical customer. You're not a walk-in customer. You are a virtual customer. That's why you end up even paying through mobile money. So customer behavior has changed. And I know many of us here, if I could even ask just by show of hands, how many of us have ever bought on Jumia? I think Jumia is the closest example I would give for us here. But there's also something called Gigi. I don't know if we've ever seen Gigi. Gigi also has a part it plays. I think you saw in the video, there was something they talked about C2C. These terms I used also to see them, these acronyms, I used to see them and I used to get confused. But over time, as I interact with them, I get to understand. Now, for example, in the video, we saw they talked about C2C. Now, Jumia has that part of C2C, whereby personally, actually even today, I woke up with the mind of, I have my small device here, but I want to advance. I want to upgrade from it and get another one that is quite bigger than it. And I don't want to stay with this one. I don't want to keep this to myself. So I am able to go on Gigi, open up an account, and post this particular product of mine that I bought for my personal use. Now I want to sell it. I'm able to go open an account and then post this, and another customer can buy it. So you see that I'm a customer. I bought somewhere from another online business. It's called AliExpress, but now I want to sell it on Gigi as a customer. So Gigi has that part. Jumia, I don't think they have that part. Jumia, they do B2C, they do business to customers. So what I was saying is, traditionally, you have the physical shops, you have customers. It's not fake. I will come to that. I think we shall have another session. Mr. Kia has kicked into me another session that we need to have. It could be a bit, I would just highlight on it, but we can have an in-depth on it about what you just typed in the chat about scammers. It's about something to do with cyber vigilance. Every online presence has its own pros and cons, or the dark side. So there is none that is safe, by the way, like if I could just summarize it like that. But it's about how you be vigilant when you're dealing online that can keep you safe. So even on Gigi, Mr. Kedi White, I can be able to sell. As long you not just need to be cyber aware about those things, and you'll be able to work online. So we have, when you kick it, I was saying that traditionally we have shops, walk-in customers, cash transactions, but when you kick in the aspect of e-business, you're now going digitally. You're using digital tools like Jumia, you're using online platforms. You might also build your own platform and start selling through your platform. So that means you have the business, the e-business, you've started the system, you now build an e-commerce, which is an online system, set up the payments so that people can be able to come on and check your listings and be able to buy the products from you. So that is much about e-business. A lot of things go in as you keep looking at this topic so much, but in a nutshell, when you talk about e-business, you're just translating your physical business, your physical shop, or your physical, I shouldn't only just talk about shops, but even your physical hospitals, your physical consultants, even consultants, you can do e-business with it. And matched, by the way, service companies, they go in for e-business so much because it is even there's a lot of advantage to e-business than the traditional way of doing it. But if you couple the two, you're good to go. But if you're to couple the two, it means you have to have a vast kind of resources to do that. Because imagine if you are running a shop in if you keep wanting to open a traditional shop and a digital one, you end up having a lot of resources that you need to spend on those things. So the reason why we bring in e-business, someone might ask, why are we even talking about e-business? The reason why we bring it is because of its advantage that you're able to reach a high scope of customers without being there physically present, using just these digital platforms, digital tools, technological advancement that have come up, and you'll be able to reach out to very many people at just when you're in one location, and you can be able to make money in that space without physically being there. That's the number one advantage of you translating your traditional business to incorporate. I don't want to even use the word translate, because you will still have your traditional shop or your traditional service company, but you just incorporate in the e-business aspect or the digital business side, so that you'll be able to reach out to those spaces that you weren't able to reach to. So in our kind of topic, we had another thing that talks about digital marketing. Now, digital marketing still is also part of e-business, and this one looks at, now here also you're looking at the marketing, the traditional marketing. We have seen where traditionally you go and maybe do a banner, a billboard. Many of us walk in town, you've seen those billboards. Those are the physical marketing strategies or avenues that have been there for quite a while. But of course, when we kick in the e-business, we start to also look at the side of, so how do I market my business digitally? How do I run billboards digitally? There are digital billboards, by the way, that you can run. Whatever you see in the physical, it has a digital side of it. If you're talking about radio, there's also a digital side to that, how you can advertise digitally using that kind of mechanism. So digital marketing is just about promoting your products, pushing your products and services using the online tools, the online channels, the digital tools that are available. And of course, there are a number of tools, but the common one, we have the social media platforms. Most of us know Facebook, we know Instagram, we know TikTok, we have LinkedIn. When I speak about LinkedIn, it might not really do just products only. It has also that service side. And even LinkedIn has that side where people, like individuals, digitally market themselves, what they do. People who do consultants on a personal level, you see that. I remember there's a session we took where they teach you only how to edit, to make your LinkedIn profile look nice, so that when employers are looking out, they can look at how you look, how your LinkedIn look, and they'll be able to reach out to you. I've had a number of them reach out to me, and because of the way how I've arranged my LinkedIn, that is also digitally marketing yourself as an individual. So you can do business, but you can also individual marketing, how you present yourself. We have also search engines like Google. So we normally, I don't know if we all know what the term search engine is, but it's about just an engine, a digital platform that has been set up where you go on and ask or find out about things. And nowadays there are very many. We have Google, we have AI platforms like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, we have Cloud. Those are all search engines because they have a place where you go and type in something and they are able to give you a feedback. You're able to get a response when you type. We have email, we have WhatsApp. We have something we call email marketing. These are things that we can go in depth and understand the nitty-gritties with time as we move on. But there's something we call email marketing. It's about you marketing your products through email. You have people's emails, go on and curate nice messages and have them subscribe maybe to your service, have them rethink or make a choice of buying your product. That is through email. And also nowadays we have WhatsApp. I don't know if we have taken keen interest on the WhatsApps that we have on our phones, but you'll note that there is WhatsApp. WhatsApp has two versions. One is a regular WhatsApp, and then the other one is a business WhatsApp. Maybe we shall get time and look at how they look. They have different features. They have totally different features. So if I have seen very many people, just individuals, they have opened up WhatsApp business accounts. You check someone's WhatsApp, they have WhatsApp business. And when you want to go and check their catalog, there's nothing. So probably those are some of the things we need to understand, so that, you see, when you're in this space, you need to be technologically aware so that you know, why am I opening a WhatsApp business app account? Are you a business? Are you running some business? Or it's just WhatsApp? No. Then we have websites and e-commerce platforms. So a website can only just be giving out information, but you're digitally marketing about your product. But an e-commerce platform, it has the product, it has the information, it even integrates in payment systems, it even integrates in CRMs, so that everything is in one-stop place where someone can be able to make a transaction from start to the end. Someone would have asked, what's the difference between just a website and an e-commerce? An e-commerce is a website, but it has those advanced things within it. So today, someone reached out to me. They wanted a website. So I asked them, what do you need in this? So they started telling me, I need the clients to come view my products, view my itineraries. It's a tour and travel. View my itineraries, order, pay, what? So that one, the price was totally different. So when I sent them a quotation, they were like, just a website for people to buy. Why are you asking all this money? So I had to take time and break down the entire things, how they are going to be playing out in this entire platform. And then they said, oh, thank you very much. So those are some of the things we need to know, but those are tools that are there for us to do digital marketing. I'm going to also just play another clip before we get into other things. Time is not our best ally, but I will try to keep time so that we have other things to do. You allow me share it here with us.
Services or content through the use of the internet and modern tech. Digital marketing is the selling and promoting of products, services, or content through the use of the internet and modern technology. Digital marketing is similar to traditional marketing with a few key differences. Digital marketing, for instance, tends to cost less, especially if you're selling a digital product. Whereas traditional marketing not only costs more, but typically you also have to pay for infrastructure costs such as physical storage. Another massive difference, and this might be the most important thing, is that digital marketing is incredibly measurable. When it comes to digital marketing, you know what your return on investment is for your ads. Whereas with traditional marketing, a lot of the time you don't know what your return on investment is or whether you're even getting a return on investment at all. Think about it, if you're running an online ad, you can easily track that data. Whereas if you put up a billboard, it's very difficult to tell whether that's actually going to move the needle and make a difference in your bottom line. So not only is digital marketing more measurable, but it's also a lot more predictable. And this means that it's much easier to scale your business if you rely on digital marketing rather than traditional. Another difference is that digital marketing tends to change often. For instance, the way Facebook ads were run 5 years ago is completely different than the way they're run now. And so in order to stay up to date on the latest trends in digital marketing, you have to be actively practicing it. Whereas traditional marketing, for the most part, stays the same over time. Of course, there's always going to be little differences here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty much the same for the last 50 to 100 years. According to a study by 99 firms in 2019, content marketing, which is a type of digital marketing, has a lower cost of about 62% against the practice of traditional marketing, while being able to generate 3 times more leads, and they were able to generate these leads faster and more predictably. According to a study by Smart Insights in 2020, more than half of the world is now active on social media. The world's population is 8 billion, so that means over 4 billion people are currently on social media. That means billions of people are using different search engines like Google or social media websites like Facebook or Instagram. Now, there are many different types of digital marketing, and I'm going to briefly go over all of them. But with that being said, if you are interested in becoming a digital marketer, I highly recommend you check out my friend Seth's course. He does have a free masterclass, which I will link down in the comments as well as the description below. Seth has helped thousands and thousands of people become digital marketers, and he has tons of testimonials and reviews on his YouTube channel as well as his Instagram. So definitely check that out if you want to learn more. But with that being said, the first type of digital marketing is going to be social media marketing. This is the use of social media platforms to interact with potential and existing clients. This type of digital marketing is powerful when a business finds a way to create a trend or to be viral through a public event or through the influence of famous people. This is also commonly referred to as content marketing. Although this is typically a slower way to get clients, it does help to build your brand, and it also establishes trust with the people who are following your account. The second type of digital marketing is search engine optimization. This process requires a website owner to create changes in and out of his website to increase his or her website's search ranking. This allows people to organically find a company's website. And there are websites such as nerdwallet.com that are valued at hundreds of millions of dollars just from the free traffic they get from people searching Google. This is another relatively slow way of getting clients, but again, it increases brand recognition as well as trust. And if you stay at it for long enough, you can get a steady stream of people who find you through Google. And then you can retarget those people with ads. The next type of digital marketing is search engine marketing, or SEM. This is where you pay search engines like Google.com in order to show your ad to people who are searching for particular terms. Next on the list is going to be email marketing. This is where you craft emails to send to your customers in order to advertise discounts or products and services that you want to let them know about. This type of marketing has an insanely high return on investment. Many estimate that for every $1 spent on growing your email list, you end up making over $30. And companies hire people to write the copy in these emails, design the banners for the emails, as well as track the data. Last, we're going to talk about digital advertising. This is where you might see an ad on a social media platform like Facebook or YouTube. These ads can be incredibly annoying, but you have to realize that the only reason that companies can offer free services such as YouTube is because of the fact that they have these ads. Now, as you can imagine, digital marketing is an incredibly valuable skill set to learn. Companies have been spending less on traditional marketing and more on digital marketing for the last decade. And that trend is likely going to continue for the foreseeable future. This is one of the most valuable skills that you can possibly learn. And if you want to see how a 16-year-old was able to get a job as a digital
So you can see that as we are learning these things, you could be out there wondering, why this then? This could be for you to be able to run. I don't know if I'm audible. It could be something for you to run your own business that you're running, that you're already having. You could be able to integrate this into your business, or you could take this as a skill, learn it. Personally, I run a business, but also I have these skills. So I'm able to even do work and be able to get money out of that. Like you've just seen in the clip that we've seen, digital marketing, it's one skill that you can learn and be able to earn money out of it. And it has a lot of skill sets that you can look at. You had this designing, there is where you write copy. Some of us are very good at writing. You create these messages, and now with the era we are in of internet, even your work has been made more simpler, that when you're writing these copies, you have tools that are enabling you to write the copies faster, tools like Grammarly, where long ago is where you would write copies and you have to keep crashing about it, moving corridor to corridor to be able to have your English done properly. But with the tools that we have today, like Grammarly, it's able to help you be able to write the copy with correct English, properly grammatically right. You know, I use it so much when I'm writing when I'm writing my Word documents. I have it installed in my Word, so every time I type something and it's not correct, it underlines it and gives me the correct spelling, the correct grammar way of punctuating it. So all those are some of the skill sets you can draw out of this. So if you're on the call and you're wondering why you're on this call, this could be one thing that you can take and be earning out of it. You might having your 9 to 5 job, but you run a digital agents somehow, somewhere, whereby you're helping people to write copies, you're helping people to design banners, you're helping people to maybe produce these clips. Nowadays we have phones. The clips that I've been sharing, if you've received a clip from me of myself recorded, it's not that I went and got any very powerful camera. I used my phone and I was able to record it. I used my phone. I was able to edit it. I was able to put all the graphics that I was putting. Those are all digital skill sets that you can take out of these sessions, and you'll be able to implement them on your own business or even do them for someone and they are able to give you that money. I remember one time we were attending a session by Pastor Agnes, and she was talking about some of the ways of making money. And that's one way. You'll be able to run your 9 to 5 job, and also you have that particular skill set that you're running aside. And also you have, you like, I'll take myself as an example. I do a lot of things, but it's just that I have just sat down to take on these digital skills. Last week, was it last week? Yes, on Friday, we were streaming somewhere, and I met this lady who didn't know that I do streaming. She knew me that I build websites. That is the channel we met. That's where we met, the forum we met. She knew that I build websites. But this time around, she phoned me when I was doing live streaming for some company. So she was so amazed. So these digital skills, you can immerse them and just do them at random and be able to earn money like that. So if you're on the call and you could be wondering, why am I on this call? How is this important to me? You can earn money out of this, or you can be able to support your own enterprise and to be able to reach out to many people. I think those are the two main reasons, but there are very many other reasons. Just also to be in the know, to know that these things exist. And also maybe when we get more sessions, we can also get to know the bad side of these things, by the way, to understand what is in it, what is good, what is bad, so that you be just with that knowledge. Some people, you just need that general knowledge so that when you're in some space, you understand that this is this. It's a good thing to have knowledge. No wonder the Bible says you perish because you lack knowledge. But when you have knowledge, perishing is far away from you. Anyways, so that clip was kind of like summarizing for us digital marketing. It has those 5 variations. And of course, the last one was talking about digital advertising that has a lot of work within it. Those are some of the digital skills that you need to know, things like copywriting, graphics designing, web development, and then also copywriting. Personally, I'm not so good at writing, but I know there are people who are good at writing. When they write copies, you can read. When they write blogs, you know that there are people who hire people to just write blogs. So you can write blogs that pertain a particular set of business or set of space, where you say, for me, I'm going to only write maybe about health. And as people read those blogs, you realize that at one point, when your blog grows, you find that people start to come and they want to advertise on your blog page. and there you start earning money. Anyways, I can talk and talk much about that, but the clip was ideally just summarizing what digital marketing is. But in a nutshell, it's about you promoting your products and services using online channels. But when you go deeper in, you realize that even you can make money, like just take it as a skill set and make money out of it. So what are some of the core principles when we engage into this digital marketing aspects of e-business? You have to be visible. I've remembered something when we're doing the Let There Be Light week. I started posting, and one day I was in Pastor Agnes's office, and she said, we have seen you have given us overdose. But that's just about visibility. There is nobody who is going to do it for you. You have to just make sure that someone is seeing what you're doing. So you have to show up where your customers are. And that week, we needed the people to come and attend. So I could do, but you have to do it. There's what we call, you set out a calendar, you set out a strategy so that you be able to do it in a way that the customers appreciate. There are some, you see, the man was saying some of these adverts are annoying, but that is how they are planned so that they'll be able to make money out of it. So you have to be visible. You have to show up. Now, when you show up, don't just show up without value. You have to offer value. Offer content or deals that help people. There is one young person I saw who was showing up, who was visible, but the content they were offering, it had no value. They were just, someone just comes, sits in front of the camera, rotates around it. Ideally, there is no value in it. So at the end of the day, you're being visible, you're showing up, but you have no value in what you're trying to bring to us. So when you go into the digital marketing space, you have to be visible and show value. Value can come in very, very many aspects. It can come on how you present yourself. That's number one. To your customers, by the way, it depends on the customer space you're in. The way I would present myself to my customers could be totally different from the way you present. So that also, you have to understand your customer, and then you know what kind of value you're going to deliver to them. It also comes in the quality of the things that you do. So when you say, let's say you're doing a video, you're doing an advert, a video advert that you're recording, you're calling out someone to buy a product, but this video is not, the audio is very bad, it's not clear, someone can't hear the audio, that is poor quality, and it also impacts your value. The clip is not high quality, it's not lit very well, that is poor quality, and it affects your value. Maybe you have seen very many things on some platforms. The person is talking, but he has maybe the product banner is covering their face. They have put the product on top of their face, and they want to be seen. So ideally, it also affects your value. There are customers who draw value from that. They say, hey, now, do I have to see your face or do I have to see the banner? Why don't you equally distribute your things on the screen so that I'm able to systematically see the thing? So value comes in very, very many aspects, but those are some of the things I can point out. Then be consistent. You have to be consistent with the things that you're doing. And I think because I was consistent, that's why I got that comment that things have been seen and there is kind of an overdose. But I was consistent with what I was doing. So you have to be consistent, be visible, be valuable, and also look at being consistent. This is a principle that applies across a lot of aspects of life. It's not only in digital marketing, but even in the things that we do in the physical, in the spiritual, everything, you need to be consistent. That's when you can draw out a habit, and then I think a habit, and then a lifestyle, if you tend to be consistent. So then at the end, you have to be authentic. Share your real stories sometimes when you're doing these things. Share the processes. This is so much about people who do like when you're doing how-to. If you want to do how-to videos, if you want people to buy you from that perspective of how to, you need to share those processes so that people can understand that, oh, this is the entire process of maybe doing this. This is the entire process of I can follow to reach to this. Probably you are a motivational speaker. So at the end of the day, you have to couple up all these 4 things so that you can be able to attain some level with digital marketing. I don't know if this is clear, but those are some of the core things that you have to look at when you're going to enter into the digital space, when you want to do digital marketing. Maybe even if it's just as a skill set, this is also very important. Even if you want to integrate it into your business, this is very important. You can't be posting once a month and you expect people to come, and people tend, like we saw in the other slides, customer behavior changes. So, and the digital space moves very fast. So if you're not consistent, you'll be kicked out of the game. There's what we call algorithms. They ship you off. It's like you're in the center of the ocean, and the waves will just sweep you off to the coastline, and you never enjoy the middle part of the ocean and all those things. So these are some of the things that you have to take on. And number 3 is very important. Like I said, it cuts across life. It's not just about only digital marketing. Then we have how you build your digital presence. They are kind of like, I took this route, and this is the common route that most of us can look at. There are other things like building your own custom website. Those are so costly, but these are some of the tools that we have at our disposal that we can look at and be able to take on and maybe start small like that and be able to have some of the things that we are doing get exposed. So things like WhatsApp business. I was talking about WhatsApp. Probably here is where I can maybe dive into a little bit. Now, when you're on your phone, some of us, we have WhatsApp, but we have WhatsApp business, yet it's just for what? For personal, like personal accounts. I don't know if we have ever paid attention to see the difference between the type of the version of WhatsApp or the type of WhatsApp that we run on our phones. But it has 2 versions. It has the WhatsApp business and the normal WhatsApp. So if you want to do digital marketing, then you'll need the what? The WhatsApp business. For example, I don't know if I could be able to share. Let me see if I can share. I think I'm able to share. Let me see if I can stop this. Okay, let me just share the entire screen. So that is my phone. I'm going to just show us a little bit of what I'm talking about. When you look at my phone, at the bottom, I have the call app, I have the message app, then I have the WhatsApp business. You see the WhatsApp business, how it looks. So today when you go to your WhatsApps on the phone, look at what kind of WhatsApp you have. Is it the one that is having WhatsApp with a plus? That is WhatsApp business. Of course, the middle one is a Zoom app. Then I have on the extreme right, I'm talking about the line that is down, not the upper ones that are faded out. I'm talking about the one that is down. I don't know if you're able to see the screen. But now the last one on the right is the normal WhatsApp. It's for just communication. If you open the WhatsApp with the plus, which I use majorly, you look down. When you look at the bottom, you have the charts, you have the calls, you have the updates, and you have the tools. This is where the entire thing lies. You see, it has the business tools. They have built the business tools within this app that you're able to see and develop your business on WhatsApp. You can run the entire business on WhatsApp. So you see that it has what it calls catalogs. My catalog was deleted. I don't know why. But you see, it has a lot of metrics that it shows. They are saying grow your business. It has Meta verified. When you do the verification, you're able to see, you're able to access a number of benefits. It has the catalog part. So this part, it is where you list your products. Then it has the advertising. This is where you run adverts. You say, I want to advertise this particular product. For example, it's asking me if I can advertise my business. You see, when this app, this WhatsApp, it doesn't have my name as Masambu, but it has my business name. So that when my customers are talking to me, they're not talking to me as an individual. Of course, it has these messages. These messages, you put them so that you can, when you are away, the customer is able to do what? To know that, yes, I have received the customer, this customer care, whereby when someone talks to you, they want to hear something. So these guys of technology, they thought, okay, when someone sends a message, there's that inner feeling of, if you get a response, it means someone is caring about you. So that's why they built these responses in here. So that is WhatsApp Business. It has a lot of things inside. When you go around, you're able to see what I'm talking about. But ideally, that is it. Then there is also trying to go. Then there is this one on the extreme right. This is just the normal WhatsApp. You see down of it at the bottom, it has the charts, it has updates. You see when it looks different. It has the charts, it has the updates, it has the communities. These are the things that happen when it's just communication. We need communities. On the other one, you don't have communities. Then it has calls. This one has no tools in it. And when you go even in its account settings, you see that now this one has my name. It doesn't have the features that were on the other app. So today, I'll give you a task to go and look at the WhatsApp that you're running. If you're running a WhatsApp business, then make it a business WhatsApp and advertise, or run a business on that particular one. If you say that I have very many numbers, that's why I downloaded the other one. This normal one, it has a button where you can add as many accounts as you want. You can add here another number, like that. I hope we've learned something there. So let me stop sharing here. So that is majorly with WhatsApp. It has that business side of it. You can set up a WhatsApp business and you'll be able to run your businesses. And I think they are building. Today, by the way, I was interacting with someone at office and they were telling me Chinese have even gone far. They have gone so far. They have built something that is like WhatsApp. For them, they don't use WhatsApp in China. They have built something that is like WhatsApp. It's called WeChat. Now, WeChat it's so big. The guy told me it even does, you can transact within it. You can send money through that app. You can do all your business transactions in that one small app. So you see that you might not really need to build your own website, but you can use these platforms that I've just listed up here, and you'll be able to sell your products. You'll be able to sell your services. You'll be able to sell whatever you're doing. Those who are in the gospel, this is also another platform where you can set up and sell the gospel, the good news of Christ, and people will now be coming to your platform to get encouragement, to learn about the gospel. This is not only for people who are only looking at profit of making money, but you can also use these platforms to profit in winning souls to the kingdom. So Facebook has also the same thing. It has also Facebook for normal use. they call it a Facebook account, but it also has a Facebook page where you open it and run it like a business. There are people who are public figures, they open up Facebook pages and that page runs as a business. And the way you run the Facebook page is totally different from the way a Facebook account is run. The same thing with TikTok. TikTok also has a normal, but for TikTok, I think it is there is a very thin line between the two. The normal accounts, you can still use them for business, but it has something called TikTok shops. Now, TikTok shops is entirely just for selling things on. So we can TikTok, it can play double when you're doing just things to do with the personal branding, gospel. You can use the TikTok normal and you can still sell that product. But when you want to list your products, you can go for the TikTok shops. So now when you go on those platforms, you have to act professional. You can't just go and jump on it. You don't have a profile picture on there. You have just there people will not build any trust with you. That's why I put that number 2 line. You have to add, let's say, a logo or put your face. If you're doing a personal branding thing, put your face, a very nice picture of yourself. You saw on my WhatsApp business, it's not my face that is there. I have my company logo that is there. It's not just for fun. It is intentional because that's a company. It's a business. People have to understand. People have to know what they are talking to. You know, I have even put a description. I have the contact details there. You see? So you have to act that line. Put it, make sure that it looks like a business. It's not just, oh, okay. I'm told we are running out of time, but I'm about to finish. This is more like my last slide. So do all those things, upload the products, let the products be nice. You should get, nowadays phones, they are very powerful. You can use your phones to take those particular products and set out, for example, on WhatsApp, we have seen a catalog and do responses. That is customer care. People need to, when they message, they don't want to be ghosted. They want to have someone, or and of course with this system, they are chatbots, respond to them. Then there are affordable tools that you can use to run these things that are free and very easy to use. Canva you can use it to design flyers and posts. If you think that you need a very, very high-end software to design your banners, no, there is this Canva software. It is pure, even online. I use CapCut I told you I used CapCut to edit that video. It was purely for free. Of course, it comes with a thing of watermarking. Some of the things, they come with watermarks. Like, for example, the video, you can see down there is a watermark. But ideally, you can work with that. Then there is Meta Business Suite. It helps you to analyze how your things are going on, how you're running your adverts on Facebook and Instagram. Then there's Google My Business. This is very important. Actually, when we get time ahead, we shall look at how Google My Business works. It's very, very important because Google is the biggest search engine. So when you open Google My Business on that platform, when someone goes on Google, in a nutshell, when someone goes on Google and search for your business, it will come up with a lot of details. Then WhatsApp Business is also for free. It's not for paying. Unless if you want to do adverts, you want to go into those subscriptions, that's when you do that. But you can start with that. You can also use testimonies. People can use your products and you get to know how they are doing and their feedback. I've seen one of my friend, Mrs. Bato, she always shares testimonies of people, how they use her products, how they feel about her products. So those are some of the strategies and the tools that you can take on. Then the lesson here is digital presence is equal to visibility, which equates to growth. You can just try it with it and you see. Go on TikTok, open up an account, start posting maybe for consistently for a month. You see that people start following. When you stop and go away, maybe for another month, you come back and you see that you're just stagnated there. You've not moved anywhere. Then there are some challenges. People have poor internet and this phone storage. Then there's limited skills or fear of technology. Some of us, we fear technology. Some of us, we have even no basic skills about technology. and then inconsistent in posting. I told you that we have to be consistent. So these are some of the things that hinder us from doing the digital marketing or e-business. But you can consider using some of the cheapest options. I've highlighted Laika in bold because it's one of the cheapest internet here in in Uganda. It's one of the cheapest. Of course, it's slow, but if you're going that route, you have to build the spirit, the fruit of the what? The Holy the Holy Spirit in Galatians. You have to take on one of patience, so that you deal with the Laika thing. But if you have some kwacha on you, you can run with MTN and all that. But still, they are also affordable. You can use this. Then you can start small. You know, you can start small. When you're setting out, don't go for you want to run the entire things. Start small, one post a week. Be consistent like that. You'll be able to be what? To get that. Then join digital literacy groups for support. Yeah? We have started this CEO. This CEO is to elevate you, is to help you get some of these digital skills. So don't alienate it. Don't look at it as if this is these young people, what. No. These are some of the skills for us we have acquired as young people, and we thank God we can be able to pass them on. And you can learn one thing and you turn it around, and because when you keep learning, you are able to what? To expand. So action, and maybe what I would say is you can create or update one of your digital platforms for your business this week. You can take on this. If you already have one, post something. Go ahead and take a photo of what you're doing. Maybe you sell bananas, put it in a very nice space where there's enough light, clean, take a photo and post on your WhatsApp status. Say, I sell bananas, come and buy from me. Then if not, create a WhatsApp business account. Go and download it and start explore. You can just, by the way, just download these things to explore them. You might not really use them. You can download and explore them. Where you don't know, you can even ask. Then if you intend, you can go ahead and share your page in the CEO community. We have a community of over 100 people, and then they can look at and be able to give you feedback, and some of them will even buy from you. So remember, if people can't find you online, they can't buy from you. E-business helps you to operate smarter, not harder. You're not going to invest into another shop to start another shop somewhere, but you're going to invest into these less costly systems to build that. Digital marketing gives you visibility and credibility. When you keep those 4 things that I talked about, you'll gain visibility and you'll be credible, and people will build trust. Then tools are free. Start small, stay consistent. God blesses faithfulness in both digital and physical work. If you read those scriptures, you'll understand what that statement means. Thank you very much. I will just, I don't know if Francis, I still have some minutes to just take on questions and maybe feedback from the people online. Francis, take on.